Caitlin Clark just did something that no athlete has done since Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan revolutionized basketball. Now Caitlin Clark is doing something similar with her groundbreaking Wilson deal, and some WNBA veterans are struggling to accept it. Her signature basketballs sold out in just 40 minutes. This rookie is drawing massive crowds, shattering 62 records, and stirring envy among some veterans who are now targeting her during games. Even Jordan himself has acknowledged the comparison, recognizing the powerful shift she's bringing to women's basketball.
Caitlin Clark wasn't like no one ever said there weren't ever great players before Caitlin Clark. There was never phenomenon, not in my lifetime, with women's basketball. And I went to UConn, so I've seen plenty of great players, but nobody's ever moved the needle in my lifetime like this.
Just like Jordan revolutionized the NBA in the 80s, Clark is redefining the WNBA today. Her meteoric rise is shaking up the league, disrupting the norm, and unsettling veterans unaccustomed to this level of impact. And we've got the evidence to back it up.
Today, Wilson unveiled Caitlin Clark's signature basketball, making her the first athlete since Michael Jordan to get their own signature basketball from Wilson. She also becomes the first WNBA player to get her own signature basketball from Wilson.
That's right. When Michael Jordan dropped a product, fans camped out for days. Now, Caitlin Clark is doing something equally unheard of in women's basketball. She's reached a level of market influence that's never been seen before. Her Wilson deal marks a historic first. No female basketball player since Jordan has launched her own signature basketball line. Let that sink in. WNBA veterans are watching this phenomenon with mixed feelings. Cheryl Swoops, who once questioned Clark's transition from college to pro, is now acknowledging her unmatched commercial success. The tension is real. Clark's name is now appearing in the same breath as Jordan's in major marketing circles, a comparison that's disrupting the long-standing power structure in women's basketball.
Clark is the first ever female athlete to have her own collection with Wilson, but just a heads up though, the entire collection on the Wilson website is sold out.
The impact of this deal was felt instantly. Wilson completely underestimated demand. Thousands of Caitlin Clark's signature basketballs sold out in just 40 minutes, faster than even popular gaming consoles like the PS5. This buying frenzy proves that Clark's influence stretches far beyond traditional basketball audiences, sending shockwaves through the women's sports marketing world. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe my channel for more awesome content. Thanks! The level of excitement mirrors the frenzy seen during Michael Jordan's peak. Clark has reshaped the business of women's basketball, drawing in fans who are spending money at record-breaking speeds. Her commercial success signals a level of mainstream appeal that many WNBA veterans have long chased, but few, if any, have matched.
Calling all Caitlin Clark fans, 2 new limited edition basketballs are now available at select Hy-Vee stores. The designs are part of the Inspire series that Clark is doing in partnership with Wilson Sporting Goods. The tribute ball pays homage to Clark's time with the Iowa women's basketball team, and the Dreamer ball is designed to encourage athletes to pursue their dreams. Both are available in sizes 3 and 6 at select Hy-Vee locations.
Clark's signature collection tells a powerful story that reflects her unique playing style. Each basketball design carries its own meaning. The threes-up ball honors her incredible shooting range, which forces defenders to guard her from well beyond the arc. The record breaker celebrates her dominance in the stat sheets. Every laser-etched detail is directly tied to elements of Clark's game, making the collection feel authentic, not just another promotional product. Then there's the Crowd Maestro ball, which captures something less measurable but deeply impactful: Clark's ability to electrify an arena. When she steps on the court, the energy shifts. The crowd leans in. People who once ignored women's basketball are now hanging on every possession. That kind of magnetism can't be taught, it's innate. And it's what sets true icons apart from even the most skilled athletes.
Wilson did not mess around with these basketballs. Geometric patterns form the number 22 in triangles, whose 3 sides nod to threes that fuel her scoring, and then the black and yellow is a nod to the colorways of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
This extraordinary market reaction helps explain the underlying tension across the league. WNBA veterans have spent years trying to gain mainstream recognition, yet few have seen the kind of commercial success Clark has achieved almost overnight. While some players have spent over a decade in the pros without reaching this level of impact, Clark's merchandise is selling out faster than top tech releases, a clear sign she's not just an athlete anymore, but a full-blown cultural force.
Yeah, but she's incredible. Congratulations to her and her family. Yeah. The crazy thing is I'm just seeing her last year. when they played LSU, but she's phenomenal. I'm going to go on the record and say she's the best female collegiate player ever. Ever? Well, I don't know about you.
The Wilson deal proves that Clark is far more than just a promising rookie. She's already accomplished something historic in women's basketball. Her impact isn't hypothetical. It's backed by real sales numbers that put her in the same league as basketball's most iconic figure, all before finishing her first pro season. This shifts the entire landscape, redefining what's possible for women athletes in the marketplace.
And when you take into stock the fact that outside of Kevin Durant, aging superstar, LeBron James, 40 years old, and Steph Curry, there's not a single NBA player more popular today than Caitlin Clark. That is a problem.
The real question now is how the league will respond to this new era. While some veterans are grappling with Clark's rapid rise to marketing stardom, others see the bigger picture. Clark is raising the WNBA's visibility like never before, drawing mainstream attention that brings in new sponsorships and revenue, benefits that ripple across the entire league. Her success isn't just personal. It's opening doors for future athletes and reshaping how female players are valued in the business of sports. Clark's breakthrough could redefine the commercial future of women's basketball for generations to come.
According to Sports Pro, Caitlin Clark is the 4th most marketable athlete in the world. Yeah, not just female athlete, not just in the United States, but in the entire world.
As Clark continues to raise the WNBA's profile, she made a bold marketing move that initially puzzled industry insiders, but ultimately showcased her strategic brilliance. What better way to connect with Middle America than by placing her signature basketballs right next to the milk and eggs? This groundbreaking decision is rewriting the playbook for how female athletes build cultural relevance. When you think of superstar athlete endorsements, you probably picture luxury brands, high-end sportswear, or energy drinks, not the local grocery store. But that's exactly where Caitlin Clark chose to make her impact, in the aisles of HYV supermarkets across the Midwest. It was a masterstroke that proves Clark isn't just breaking records, she's redefining how influence is built in women's sports.
Basketballs. Very, very cool. Big deal. Good job, Wilson. You know they probably went and put this together. I mean, maybe Hy-Vee contacted Caitlin Clark first, but, you know, this is probably something, the type of thing Wilson is trying to do.
Picture this. Fluorescent lights buzzing, checkout scanners beeping, parents pushing carts through busy aisles with kids in tow. And right there, between the dairy section and household cleaners, stands a display of Caitlin Clark's signature basketballs. This wasn't a random choice. It was a return to her roots. While most elite athletes align with upscale boutiques and luxury retailers, Clark chose a setting that feels familiar and authentic, the neighborhood supermarket where Midwestern families do their weekend shopping. It's a powerful reminder of who she is and who she's speaking to.
Here, they just had this going. This is the Hy-Vee Instagram account. Again, Wilson, Caitlin Clark, really smart, very cool video, lots of smiling faces.
Think about it. The average American visits the grocery store about 1.6 times a week. That's consistent, high-traffic engagement you can't replicate with a billboard or a skippable ad. Every trip down that aisle becomes another chance to see Caitlin Clark, again and again. What's remarkable is that some WNBA veterans still don't grasp the brilliance of this move. They are so focused on being seen strictly as elite athletes that they've overlooked what Clark understood from the start. To become a cultural icon, you have to meet people where they actually live their lives. The HYV partnership isn't just smart product placement, it's a message to Middle America. I'm one of you. Clark isn't trying to rise above her roots, she's embracing them. And in doing so, she's not just changing basketball. She's changing how athletes build lasting influence.
And I've said it a million times, it's not breaking news, it's not brand new, but I really do believe Caitlin Clark is the next face of basketball. You know, they've been searching for that in the NBA. Who's the next face of the NBA? It's been LeBron and Steph carrying the torch. I think the next face of basketball, period, is Caitlin Clark.
Just look at what happens when Caitlin Clark steps on the court. The numbers speak for themselves. WNBA games featuring Clark now average 1.18 million viewers, 3 times the league's usual audience. She's pulling in fans from everywhere. Even your dad, who's never watched a WNBA game before, is suddenly asking when the Fever play next. And it's not just her on-court brilliance, it's the full package. The stats are historic. Clark is only the second rookie ever, alongside Michael Jordan, to average over 18 points, 8.5 assists, 5 rebounds, 1 block, and 2 steals per playoff game. From day one, she's been walking shoulder to shoulder with the greatest to ever do it. This isn't just about basketballs flying off shelves. Clark is doing for women's basketball what Jordan once did for the men's game. She's transcending the sport. And that distinction? That's what makes her long-term impact game-changing. She's not just a star, she's a cultural force who happens to play basketball.
We knew Caitlin Clark was marketable, but she's been put over some pretty big names. In fact, some worldwide, huge, international names. Two of them being Messi and Ronaldo.
Some veterans are still playing by an outdated rulebook, chasing traditional sports marketing deals, while Caitlin Clark is out here creating her own playbook and building a platform that welcomes everyone. What makes it even more remarkable is how authentic she remains throughout. Her partnership with a Midwestern grocery chain isn't just clever, it's perfectly aligned with her roots and personal identity. She's not trying to be something she's not, she's leaning fully into who she is. And the result? It's working brilliantly.
The idea of some players being jealous, yes, that probably exists.
Okay.
To me, yeah, jealous, sure. I mean, would you be jealous of somebody that got $28 million a shoe deal or whatever the deal is before you step foot in the pro?
While Clark is building deep connections with everyday Americans in grocery store aisles, there's nothing ordinary about the growing divide she's sparked within the WNBA. The contrast between her $76,500 league salary and an estimated $11 million in endorsements isn't just a statistic. It's become the center of a brewing rivalry that risks overshadowing the game itself. This financial gap has led to visible tension on the court. The way some veterans guard Clark, the intense double teams, the extra contact, feels less like strategy and more like a message. And it's not in your head. It's personal. Many of these players spent years grinding to build the league's credibility, fighting for recognition, respect, and financial growth. Now they are watching a rookie instantly become the face of a league they helped create, and you can't entirely fault them for feeling frustrated. Imagine giving a decade of your life to build something meaningful, only to watch someone new rise to the top almost overnight. That's the emotional undercurrent behind the physical play, and it's reshaping the WNBA narrative in real time.
They try so long to get respect for women's basketball, and then they treat it like a junior high school girl's locker room. Junior high school girl antics on the court. Instead of playing the game, they gotta be drama. Because they're jealous. Instead of letting their skills speak for themselves, they gotta be drama.
The tension on the court is undeniable, and it's not just fans picking up on it. Even basketball legend Charles Barkley spoke out, saying they could not have messed this Caitlin Clark thing up any worse if they tried. His words cut deep, calling out the WNBA's mismanagement of a moment that could have been historic. Barkley's criticism highlights a deeper issue. The league simply wasn't ready for a player who could instantly reshape the entire economic landscape of women's basketball. Clark's arrival was a seismic shift, and the WNBA, it seems, wasn't prepared for the aftershock.
Yeah.
But
the stuff toward her is petty and jealous. And the thing I love about her, she never says a word.
But this tension isn't just about jealousy, it's about a system that was never built to accommodate a truly transcendent star. When Caitlin Clark takes the court earning under $77,000 while driving millions in revenue for the league, it reveals deep structural flaws the WNBA has long avoided addressing. The salary cap, originally meant to promote parity, now feels like a ceiling that prevents the league from properly compensating its biggest draw. Clark's rise is exposing cracks in a system that was never designed for someone like her, and now, the league is being forced to reckon with that reality.
And what a lot of people weren't willing or were a bit reluctant to appreciate was the game on this young white sister of ours. She can ball. And oh, by the way, she was a great ambassador for the game. And by the way, she came in there and looked out for everybody else. For 22 years, they couldn't get chartered flights. That sister got there, and it was done in 2 weeks.
And here's what makes this even more compelling. Caitlin Clark isn't clapping back at the veterans or demanding VIP treatment. Instead, she's using her influence to lift the entire league. Thanks to her impact, the WNBA has already secured league-wide charter flights, improved travel conditions, and landed a groundbreaking $200 million media deal that's finally pushing women's basketball into primetime slots. These aren't just benefits for Clark, they are upgrades for every single player, including the very veterans who've been skeptical or even hostile. Whether they realize it or not, Her rise is raising the tide for everyone.
Oh, the league won. But every time we think there's a win, there's somebody who brings something else up. And it's unfortunate. It's like when Tiger joined the PGA Tour.
The drama surrounding Caitlin Clark has become a mirror, one that reflects all the issues the WNBA has yet to confront. Outdated marketing strategies, limited mainstream visibility, and a compensation model that fails to reward the very players driving the league forward. When a rookie earns 144 times more off the court than she does on it, the imbalance is impossible to ignore. The current salary structure wasn't built for a player who can sell out thousands of signature basketballs in 40 minutes or triple arena attendance just by stepping on the floor. Clark's rise is exposing the urgent need for change, not just for her, but for the future of the league.
What if I told you a WNBA rookie was out here doing what no one thought was possible and outshining the great Michael Jordan's legacy? How would you react? Caitlin Clark is the girl flipping the script. Her rookie numbers are ridiculous. Fans, analysts.
What's truly remarkable is how Caitlin Clark, at just 22 years old, is handling all of this. While social media swirls with cryptic posts from veterans and debates rage among analysts, Clark just keeps showing up and performing. She's not cracking under pressure. She's thriving in it. And now, she's received an endorsement that may quiet even her harshest critics. When Michael Jordan speaks, the basketball world listens, and he didn't just comment. He gave Clark his full stamp of approval, saying the WNBA owes her recognition for everything she's doing for the game. Coming from the man who reshaped the very concept of athlete marketing, that statement carries unmatched weight. Jordan's voice isn't just a voice in the conversation, it's the voice in basketball culture. His recognition makes it clear, Caitlin Clark isn't just a successful rookie, she's a transformative figure. Jordan's endorsement is more than praise, it's a turning point. It validates what the viewership stats, sellout crowds, and surging merchandise sales have already been showing. Clark is changing the game. At this point, the question isn't whether she deserves the spotlight. It's whether the WNBA is ready to fully embrace the new era she's ushering in, or if it will hold on to the old ways and risk being left behind.
He's getting the lion's share of the attention. The games are now getting put, all of his games are on TV. And he just was a polarizing figure. And Tiger Woods was like that when he went to the PGA as well. He changed the total economics of golf the same way Michael Jordan changed the financial economics of the NBA.
Clark is now stepping into an entirely new level of challenge, where the pressure is heavier, the spotlight more intense, and every move dissected in real time. But if anyone is built for this moment, it's Caitlin Clark. One thing is absolutely clear, the game is changing, and it's never going back.